Lagos's Hot FM.
And it's time for the hangout with me, the man CJ, and the men, and we are like it's a packed house. So I'll just let everybody just introduce himself. Hey, we have Snozy, we have Fo, we have Webb, we have Scott, we have a beautiful lady in our midst. We have Sade. Hey guys.
Hi.
How far?
What's good? What's
We're good.
What's good?
Yeah, this is last day in January, so finally the month is over. It's like 2 months
The month
in 1 month.
is
Abiyo, this month is really like 2 months, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it took a while for this month to get along. Yeah, it took a while. Yeah, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to recover, man.
All right, so let's get straight to the topic today. We are talking about avoiding temptation at the workplace. Yes, avoiding temptation at the workplace. Okay, so what led to this topic basically is the trend on social media that was making the rounds 2 days ago about Pastor Adeboye telling his son to sack his secretary because the son is for some reason attracted to the secretary, and it was trending on social media. People were having their say in the matter, and Adeboye was like, you know what, no temptation is worth your marriage, basically. You understand? So he said that the son should fire the secretary. Nothing or no one is worth your marriage. So that's what led to this topic. So we're asking the question, avoiding temptation in the workplace. So we'll come back to talk about it, but I want to ask the people in the house before I open the phone lines, what are your thoughts on this topic? I'll start with Snow.
My own thoughts is I will actually love to avoid. I would love to avoid. To say, just stay clear. Just try and be a good guy.
When he's a good guy, everybody's a good guy.
That's what I'm saying. You don't want this temptation around you. The best way is to just, keep it aside. Push it to the side. Don't get me wrong. Actually, I support that statement by Adeboye
saying that you should get rid of the secretary.
Yeah, just get rid because you don't want to risk anything. That's where people. Women these days.
Okay, before you go deep into it, we'll come back to that. I can see Shade rolling her eyes already. Like, what is he saying? All right, so the question is, would you encourage your spouse to get rid of any employee they find attractive? Scott, real quick.
Let me comment on what Adeboye said. I think that's sound advice as a father to his son, because of the fact that he's probably had experiences and he kind of learned from those experiences. So why make the same mistakes as he did, right? Probably, it's not a bad idea to give that advice. You understand? Because if you look at the real practicality of it, it's probably the best thing to do. You understand? Now, whether he goes ahead and does it, that's, his own thing. But the idea is that if anybody is going to make you kind of weak or indisciplined at the workplace, you should just kind of cut it off.
Yeah, flee.
So flee. You know what I'm saying?
But
fleeing is better than you live to fight another day.
You get me.
But from the context is like, okay, so the son said that he said, according to Adeboye, the Twitter handle, saying that one of my sons once told me that he was always excited to resume in the office every Monday because he would get to see his secretary again. I told him to fire her immediately. Nothing and no one is worth your marriage. Now that's the son not being able to control himself. Now that is one girl that has lost her job because of the son's, what was the word now? Stupidity, inability to control his thing. Do you understand?
Feelings.
So now that's one person losing the job because of the son without having any knowledge.
Hold on, did the son not hire her in the first place? I'm confused. Like, what are we talking about here, man? Did he not hire her in the first place, right? So
you can't
he will fire her or let her go. He will let her go and then employ somebody else. Yeah?
All right, so
somebody's still getting employment.
All right, so we'll come back and talk on this topic. We'll have a short break and I'll be right back in a bit.
Lagos's Hot FM.
Still the hangout with me, the man CJ, and I might have Snozy, Scott, Fo, Uche Webb, and Sade with us. So let's go back to the discussion. We're talking about avoiding temptation in the workplace. So the question is, would you encourage your spouse to get rid of any employee they find attractive? All right, yes, no, go ahead. You're about to drop one, ballistic.
No, because I was actually saying, no, serious now. I was actually saying, imagine, it's very easy for every guy to say, oh, yeah, control yourself. See, Bobby, if you sabi yourself, you understand, you actually apply it to everything. So there's no macho man anywhere. So if you see that,
Nosy, listen, it was not his decision or his opinion to let her go, right?
Yeah.
Was the dad that told
Uh,
her?
uh,
All right, so we have a call. Hello, hello, yeah.
Okay, hi. This is Hot FM favorite, Bas Michael.
Okay,
Hey,
that's Michael.
what's good,
Hey,
man?
how you doing?
what's up?
Oh, yeah, so go ahead.
Wonderful, wonderful. Also, you're telling me that there's a guy at my wife or my partner's working place that's hotter than me. Yeah? I mean, he's going to be fired instantly. That's it.
Wait, if you're
What do you mean? What do you mean? Because we'll be having pillow talk now, so I'll appoint the kind of guy she likes, and then that kind of guy now happens to work at her office when I'm married to her or in a relationship with her. That's a red alert. It's a threat right there.
okay, so you'll tell your wife to fire the person because she's feeling some type of way.
Okay. There are conditions. Yeah. If she's not hitting on him or he's not hitting on her, then they can work together. Yeah. But once I sense a change in routine or schedule, right, man, that's just a red flag. You're going.
Person is going. Now, this is your wife saying that maybe your wife is feeling some type of way she's around the person, and the guy is gone. In your own opinion.
Yeah, well, I mean, either he's gone or I'm gone because we can't keep doing. I mean, let's be real. Like, I mean, I can't pretend like I'm okay with that when someone that my wife finds attractive is in the office with her. I mean, like seeing him practically every day for long hours.
Okay.
And when he gets back from work or just before she goes to work. I mean, come on.
All right.
Or maybe she's on leave. Like that's too many hours together with someone you like.
Okay.
There's a lot of temptation to deal with.
All right. Thank you so.
Let's keep it real because if it was in word reversal, right? Like if it's a girl that I like in the office with me every
Bas
day.
Michael, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much for your honest contribution. All right, now let me ask the lady in the house. She's been quiet, looking at everybody like, all right, so you go ahead. What would you do in that situation if your man is, finding someone in your office, in his office rather, attractive, attracted to that person? How would you take it?
I wouldn't say that I would encourage him to fire her, but at the same time, he is the problem.
He is the problem.
Even if he fires her, there will be someone else. Unless he doesn't hire anyone that's attractive, but then when he goes outside, he could get into business with someone who's attractive. Is he going to say that he's going to turn down money because the person is attractive?
But what do you? I don't understand that.
There will be someone else somewhere.
I don't understand that phrase. That is the problem. I mean, the guy being the problem.
If he finds a woman attractive enough to potentially ruin our marriage, then there is going to be someone else.
This guy is about to commit. Is about to. I mean, I don't understand. This baby seducing this guy.
No, let's not even say she's seducing him. You're adding facts that are not there.
Okay.
No.
Okay,
Plain and simple. No, plain and simple,
Okay.
Snozy.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. If you find yourself in that position,
Yeah.
better to save your marriage and walk away from it, right? So tell her to just go, unless she's so good, right, at like her job or whatever it is, and she's bringing like tons of money to you or something, then you have to just find a way to remove yourself from that situation. You understand what I'm saying? So the truth of the matter is that here's how I look at it. A couple of years ago, phone
We'll have a call, yeah.
damn.
Hello?
I'll tell the story after.
Hello. Hello.
Okay, good evening.
Yeah. Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, friend. Okay, I'm Ken.
Okay, Ken.
Calling
Yeah.
on the road.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
So, okay, what you have is the case where the guy that your spouse finds attractive is an employee. Okay,
Yeah.
that's pretty much that's not as in many cases we don't have that situation. What about a situation where the colleague he finds or she finds the colleague attractive? So what happens?
Okay. Like
So
when they're on the same level.
As we talk about employer-employee, can we also talk about finding a colleague attractive? What happens? What should the guy do? Or what should the lady do?
That's actually a good question. Really. What if they're on the same level? Now nobody can fire anybody.
Exactly.
Nice one.
That's actually a good twist.
That's a good
So
twist.
can we look at that too?
Yeah. True. All right.
We have those. We have those in many cases. Unlike employer-employee.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. True. Now that's one question. What if nobody has a power to fire anybody?
I think the management will look into
Look,
that matter.
it's
Yeah.
not the management's business.
What?
Because the truth is,
you can't have two
you're-
people
you're
going back
adults,
to back.
man.
Chairman,
You're adults.
control yourself. It's
You're
simple.
adults, yeah,
No matter
you're
how
adults.
bad. Listen, yeah, I want to believe, yeah, there is one lady you've liked one time, right? And you know you can't just do anything with it. You let it go. It's
Exactly.
simple. Control yourself. You're an adult. It's not like in university. You're what? Is it not, at the end of the day, this is gonna be about sex, and that's it.
because the truth is, like, as much as Adeboye was looking out for the son, that's one innocent girl that was going about her business.
lost
and lost the job.
Lost her job.
Do you get? Let's look at it from that
face
angle too.
facts. Thank you very much. Let's face facts. Come on, man.
We have a call.
She didn't
for-
do anything.
She didn't do anything actually. Okay, that we lost that. Yeah,
She
that's
didn't
the
do
truth.
anything from nowhere. You want to fight, and like I said initially, so it was not the guy's or suggestion to want to get her fired. It was the popsy that said you need to fire her.
Yeah, save your marriage.
So, what if she leaves and he keeps on communicating with her and they're
Exactly.
going back here to be doing stuff?
That's even worse.
Do you understand? And you don't even know
Hello.
who's saving who now.
All right,
Hi.
good point.
Yeah, hi.
Michael
point.
here again.
Baz Michael. All right, real quick.
Yes. Listen, I'm in with you guys 247. Anyway, the last person made a valid point. I agree 100%. If none of them have the power to fight each other, right?
Yeah.
Then it's up to the way they feel about their spouse, yeah, for them to take the next action, right? If you really like your husband and your wife so well, like, you just have to take a decision, like,
So quit your job.
you gotta either quit that job and get another one like it, or
Bros, you know
I don't know, just
there's a high rate of unemployment right now. And you're telling your wife to quit the job.
But then again, like,
Baz, think about it very well and call us back later. Think about it very well. Yeah. Calm down. Don't rush. All right, so yeah. Okay, well.
Personally, yeah, I feel like it's a thing of maturity because I trust my spouse enough not to act on those sort of attractions. Yeah. If you spend enough time with anybody of the opposite sex, attraction will definitely come into play. So your own maturity will tell you, no, I shouldn't go ahead and act on it. And
all right.
And even so, if for some reason I decide to tell her, go ahead and fire this person, I'll start to feel like I'm losing my game.
All right.
You know, so
keep that game. Keep that game. Keep
It's
that
always
game.
like that, mate.
First
Keep
of
that
all,
game.
first of all,
Hello.
Preach.
Yeah, hello.
Preach, okay. Okay, so I want to say something that I don't know if it was Phil that said this,
Okay.
but he said something about what if the guy fires the lady and then they start dating outside, right?
Yeah.
Look, that's what now even like, please fire me and be my daddy for life. Thank you and God bless you.
Fire me and my daddy for life. All right, so go ahead.
Fire me and be my daddy for life.
see, I was saying this. See, I'm just trying to stand in this
middle.
Yeah, like this. Check out. This guy is not actually a random guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are talking about feelings here, not like a random guy who who just walk around women looking for one woman. Yeah, we're talking about a situation whereby you're hooked in a way. You saw this girl, and there's something different about this girl, and you're like you're actually
excited.
Yes,
to see the
when you
girl.
see this girl, sometimes you just like because we have. I mean, it happens sometimes, even to women as well. Sometimes they see some guys, they're like, "Oh my God, this guy is always." You understand?
I'm going to ask you this.
So the reason why I'm saying, let me learn. The reason why I'm saying this, yeah, is that I would say again that I'll stand anytime to take that guy out of my way, yeah, just to save everything that is around me. Yeah.
That would mean. In my opinion, that would mean you being selfish because you cannot control.
I'm not
yourself.
selfish.
Hold on.
I'm
you
not
want to tell me-
selfish.
You want to tell me for every
Sometimes
time
you gotta be.
someone,
Let's not lie about
just
it.
wanna
Eh?
be safe
Let's not
about
lie
it.
about
Let
it.
me bring
For
reality to
sometimes
the
you gotta
table.
be selfish,
Let me bring reality
just
to
to
the
save
table.
yourself
Just to save
sometimes.
myself
Let me
from
bring
You understand what I'm
anything.
saying? So
Because
I'm
I
not
know
trying to be
myself.
not
'Cause I'm-
misunderstanding
do you
or whatever.
understand?
Sometimes you gotta be selfish
Okay, let me
just to
ask
save
you
Okay,
this.
yourself.
but there are
Direct question.
situations
Let me ask you,
too.
hold on.
Okay, real quick.
So you guys are trying to tell me now that for every time you've dated someone, there hadn't been somebody on the side that you really liked, but you'd want to make a move, but you couldn't, or you didn't, or nothing actually happened.
even if you go ahead and fire the lady or the guy or whatever, while you're there driving on your way home, you look out the window, you see someone else. What makes you that? Why do you think you won't stop? And
Let
stop
us
that?
focus on the thing at hand. You're not
There's no
focusing
difference.
outside.
Okay.
You're
If it
focusing
happens in the
on
office,
you
if it
having.
happens on the road,
Listen,
there's no
mate.
difference. It's a
First of
personal
all,
thing
a
on
lot
who
of
you
times. Hold on a second, because I get what you're saying. It makes sense, and I'm not saying that you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But let us say the fact of people slip up, right?
Yeah.
You can slip up at work, outside.
Anywhere.
You can. So if you see yourself and there's a point at which you feel like you're gonna slip up, I'd rather just save myself and my marriage.
Yeah, you
or
walk
whatever.
away. It doesn't mean you fire the person.
Well, look,
you
if
walk away.
you
You
can't
go and take
walk
a
away
long
and the
break
person is
from
right.
your
You
like,
walk
yeah.
into the office again the next morning and the person is there.
All
again.
right, so we're talking.
Of course, you got to
about-
control
There's
yourself.
1,000
If you
ways.
can't
There's
control
1,000
yourself,
ways
you've
you
got
can
to
be
just.
professional
Why
about
do
it
we
if you think
even
about it.
feel that the girl is even going to give in if he makes a move?
Exactly. That's one
Eh,
point.
no. Forget,
All right,
wait, yeah, of course.
Okay.
There's always
She might
that.
not feel the same
Hello.
way, you know?
Hello, guys. Hello. Yeah, hello.
Yeah,
Yeah. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
CFX calling from VI.
What's your name? Pure Sex.
I actually heard VFX.
What? Sorry.
I heard VFX.
Okay.
What's your name? We didn't get that. Hello.
CFX.
Okay, I'll just go ahead. I didn't hear the name, but just go ahead.
All right. It's not being selfish or being one of the way.
Can you reduce your radio sets, please? Reduce the volume of your radio, please.
It's like you taking your own opinion. There are different kind of people you have in this world. So it's best to just handle the situation the way you see it fit. It's not about being selfish or anywhere.
Okay. All right, thank you.
That's my own opinion.
All right, great. All right, so Shadi, let me come to you now. You've been quiet a bit. Now, okay, take for example, like I said, if it's your man, now you won't support him firing the secretary. If you see that he's attracted to her, like he always looks forward to Mondays because of her.
I would support him firing her, but I would still feel like he's.
No, would you suggest it to him? Like, it's not him now firing the girl out of his own, free will.
Mm-hmm.
Would you tell him to fire the girl if you notice that he is having some sort of attraction towards this babe? Tell yourself the truth.
Yeah.
You'd actually go ahead with that?
I would, but I would still feel like he's the problem. So I wouldn't just say, "Oh, fire her," and everything is going to be great. I would address him. Why are you feeling like this towards someone else? Could there be someone else? And there definitely will be someone
like me.
Uh-huh.
Then I'll tell you. Then someone like me. Then I'll tell you, baby. As in, I don't understand. I'm feeling that way. You can't do anything about it.
I'm not saying I can't do anything about it. But I'm
Yes.
saying there will be a problem in our
So,
home.
because I'm bringing it. I'm bringing. No.
So I had this conversation.
I'm trying to bring something to the table for you to understand that this is a conversation for you to save me. Like, for you to just say something, for you to save me.
Save you,
because
like when you
She
say
doesn't feel the
save
same
you,
way.
when I mean
does
save
feel
me,
the
I
same
mean
way.
like
that means save you like in terms of
give me, just advise me, tell me what to do. Do you understand?
Okay,
because
not-
I'm feeling this type of way. That's what I'm saying. But I have to take her
I
away.
understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is the fact that you can feel that type of way to that extent, there is a problem in our home. Simple.
Why are
There
you
is a
tying
difference
it?
between having a crush
Is it not
on
better to
someone-
have that
No,
conversation and address
There's a
it?
difference between having a crush on someone and actually developing feelings for that person.
Oh, no.
this
This
is
is
not
not feelings.
feeling- this is
We
not
never
feeling.
said feelings.
No, it's not
Nobody
about
said
feeling.
feelings.
He
Nobody
gets
said
excited
feelings.
when he's
He gets
Just
excited.
excited.
Excited can be in any
Like,
kind of
any
form.
kind of way.
It's any kind of form.
Yes.
You could. It's any kind of
But
form.
when you say
excited is a
Pablo
link.
likes her energy. Pablo
it's
just likes the fact
it's
that-
not. It's not the energy
on,
from.
No, but hold on.
Don't
No.
be a person.
We're
Chima
assuming
Dijovia.
that.
Yeah.
We're assuming that, but maybe she has a very positive energy
Vibe.
But
Yeah.
now because of what Adeboye said, Pastor Adeboye said, we're
Yeah.
assuming that it's of a sexual or a relationship type
Because he said
nature.
he looks forward to Mondays. He's excited to come to work on
I think
Mondays.
the quote is that he said, what do they call it? I said every Monday. Yeah,
yes,
okay,
every
said
Monday.
Every Monday. Okay, good.
because he would get to see his secretary again.
Yeah, okay.
That's more
What?
than
Does he
crush.
only see her on Monday
That's
then?
more
No,
than a
like,
crush. Come on
I
now.
mean, after the weekends, Monday is the next working day. Yeah, so like he can't wait
So
till Mondays.
have
So
you
much
guys
so that
ever?
you would
Have
tell
you?
your father that? That's more than a
Okay,
crush.
so-
No, okay, but hold on a second.
That's
Have you guys ever heard this thing? Amuse.
Yes.
You know what a muse is,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he was referring to that. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Maybe he was referring to that. No, I'm just saying we can't say exactly what was in his mind, but we're assuming based on what his father said. Yeah, we're assuming based on what his father said. But leaving semantics out of it, I had this conversation a long time ago with my ex, right? And actually, when we're having this conversation, it was not different from what Sade said. I said, listen, if I was trapped in a room with a girl I found that was really attractive and I'm dating you, and every time I see the girl, I can't help myself, I'm going to walk out of that room. Right? I'm going to get myself away from that situation. She was like, oh, but me, I wouldn't walk out of the room. I would control myself. And she got upset because of that. And I was like, I don't get it. I'm trying to resave the relationship here by walking away. But you're getting upset that I walked away.
Do you know why?
Why?
We're basically trying to tell you that there will be other situations.
No, there will be, and then you will walk away each situation. But you will walk away each situation, and each time, you know how you build up discipline is by every time you see that piece of cake, right? You walk away from it, and then eventually, when you've walked away enough, when you now see, you be like, whatever, man.
But in this case, the guy is
so
not even
let's
walking
be honest.
away.
I get it.
21
The
days,
guy was
man.
just confessing.
All right, so just in case you want to join the conversation,
No,
we are
hold on.
talking about.
You're gonna walk away.
We are talking
but you know, here's
about-
the thing. He just needs to. I'm sure, if my dad told me that situation, I'm sorry. If he told me that about that situation and said, "Oh, you should fire her," I wouldn't want to fire my secretary. I'd be like, you know what? I'm just gonna walk away.
But this is
Right? No, but you say that I'm just gonna walk away. But where you can find that you can't walk away, bruv, the way energy expresses itself is very strange.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
All right, so before we continue this conversation, if you're just joining us, we're talking about avoiding temptation in the workplace. Would you encourage your spouse to get rid of any employee they find attractive? All right, Nosy.
Yeah. It's just this case, I see it like, let me just tie it to something. When you are addicted to something,
Okay,
they
hold
say-
that
they'll tell
addiction.
you-
Hold that
I'm coming,
addiction.
I'm coming.
Hold that addiction. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Balaji.
Balaji?
From Surulere. Yeah, from Surulere.
All right, so go ahead.
Yeah, I was listening to you guys talk about the Adequate son ish.
Yeah.
And you guys are missing at this point.
Okay.
What if the girl actually, what if she has a feeling for the guy? Like, what if she has
feelings for the guy?
Something for the guy, yeah.
That's an
assumption. Nobody has mentioned any.
From the tweets from
That's an assumption.
From the tweets from his official handle, there wasn't like the girl had feelings for him. It was very pure, like the son told him.
You wouldn't know.
That's the point, but he didn't put it there.
That's an assumption.
That's an assumption.
Someone mentioned something about energy, like probably her energy towards and stuff. What if she actually likes the guy?
Well, we don't know that. We don't know that.
We don't know that. We're going based on what we know.
Based on what he said.
It's one directional now.
Based on what he said. Yeah, that's the thing we're going with. So, what do you think about it? Do you think it's right that the father told the son to get rid?
I think it's the way to go.
It's the way to go.
I'm like, for me though, like for me, I mean, the best thing is just stay out of the situation. Why should you complicate things?
Okay.
Fine, it's quite, it's a very harsh decision having to put the girl off work, and
yeah,
you could actually provide something else. Like I'm sure you would know few people that put the girl off with. But I think the best thing is to keep her off from office or from wherever he is, his environment. I don't think it's safe for them to be in the same room at the same time.
Okay.
So the fact that he is getting this energy from her, I think
she should go.
Yeah, for me.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you.
What if his productivity drops after?
Productivity drop. Make it drop without. Better make it drop.
You should find another way to be productive.
The point though, honestly. Now she's gone. He's still keeping up contact. They are still having conversations. I mean, don't you think the feelings will still be there?
Well,
Hello.
When you don't really see someone.
Hello. Please reduce the volume of radio set. Yes, reduce your radio set, please. All right, thank you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Sarah. I'm calling from Ikwe.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm also of the opinion that telling the lady to go is like one of the best ideas the father could have given his son.
Okay.
Okay, I can hear that most of you guys in the studio are actually men. Imagine if it was your wife that actually came home one day and told you, I think I'm attracted to my boss. Like, I'm attracted to my boss. The first thing you want to advise is, babe, I think you should start looking for another job.
Okay.
I think it's high time. You might not tell her resign because maybe your wife will not accept to resign. But the first thing that comes to me like, no, this is not a good vibe. I'm not liking this. Babe, I think you should start looking for another job.
All right, can I ask you something?
But in this case, the man is the boss.
Okay.
Okay, the man is the boss. He can't leave his office for the lady.
Of course.
So it's the lady that, I am the boss. You either find an alternative for her so she's out of his face,
Okay.
or the other option the father suggested.
Okay, let me ask you something. Now, just take, for example, that you were the secretary and your boss, his father told him to sack you because he was attracted to you. How would you feel?
And you're not attracted to him, oh?
And you're not attracted. How would you feel?
I'm not attracted to him.
Yes,
No,
but he's attracted to
I'm
you.
not attracted to him.
Then the father of your
No,
boss.
I wouldn't like it, to be fair. I wouldn't like it.
Okay, you won't like
But
to be
for the
fired.
sake- nobody wants to throw away his or her family for a secretary. If anyone hearing that, okay, imagine if the man gets sick, okay, his wife leaves him because of that secretary. Who will want to hear of that?
Of course, that's
Oh,
sad.
your wife separated from you because of a lady that doesn't have feelings for you, but you have feelings for her.
Okay. Yeah, but
nobody
I'm
can
just
take that
asking
same
you
thing
now.
out
Like, I know that that's like totally wrong. Nobody would want to, lose his or her marriage over that. But I'm just saying now, if you were the secretary, like, and you were fired, and you found out you were fired because of your boss liked you, but you were not feeling that same way towards him. Like, now put yourself in that secretary's shoes. How would you feel? Like, would you go home saying,
ask for compensation, 7 months pay?
would you say like,
7 months pay?
okay, that's no problem. I understand. He's a married man. I can go. That's what I'm asking you. Like, how would you feel if you were the secretary?
Yeah, I will feel bad. I wouldn't. I can't dispute that. I will feel bad. Would I cry? Yes, I will. But I would. Okay. If I'm thinking two-sided, if I'm thinking on both sides, and then I will totally understand. I would totally understand. I will cry about it. I would not be happy. I would curse the man. I would.
Okay.
But looking at the long run, or like weighing the options, or if even the second party comes to talk to me about it, I will have better understanding, because I myself wouldn't want my husband to be attracted to the secretary. I don't think I would deal.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I would.
All right. Thank you for your honesty. Take care.
CJ, but you know that trouble don't run into us. Yeah,
we
walk into trouble. So So the only way we can walk into trouble is if you neglect so many things. So you just have to save yourself sometimes. You see these things and just get rid of. No, see, it's better for you to just get rid of something than tomorrow you find yourself in a you find it.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Before you ask that
Sorry,
question,
cut you
please,
off.
real quick.
All right.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
It's James from Lucky.
All right. So yeah, go ahead.
If my wife got happily on her, I will not even wait for him to fire my wife. Immediately, I will stop my wife immediately.
You.
Yeah, a jealous lover.
Yes, immediately. I will stop her not to go to the work again.
But what if she's the breadwinner now in your house? Just what if? Why you're not laughing? What if she's the breadwinner?
Yes.
There are different angles to this.
Yes, it's true.
Would you have to stop?
I will ask her to stop.
You ask her to stop, and people will go hungry.
Because if she doesn't stop, she will later fall in love with the man.
She's not falling in love. She's just doing her job.
No, she will later fall in love.
See, this is insecurity.
Everybody in the world is.
Because the man will
You have to.
Nigeria is a bit high, but everybody in the world a little bit
All
high,
right, thank you so much.
Everybody is.
Okay, so like it's a.
She wanted to ask a question.
Okay, yeah.
She wants.
If she was the breadwinner, but
Okay,
she's got to talk. Yeah?
Oh, yeah,
I
Shadi.
just want to say this one.
Okay.
If she was the breadwinner, I'll just be like, yo, babe, do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do. Bring that butter. Straight up. Woo woo.
You don't mean that. You don't mean
Go
that.
ahead.
You don't mean that.
No. So, I don't mean it, but I would say, look, hang in there until you can't hang in there anymore.
Okay.
And
All right, so Shadi.
That's real. He's being real.
Yeah.
It's real.
Well, yeah.
Snozy, I have
Yes,
a question
Shadi.
for
Yes,
you.
Shadi.
Right? Let's
Mhm.
say you fire this secretary.
Yeah.
And you hire a new secretary.
Yeah.
And then
Which is
after
going to be a
while-
guy.
Wow. But guys don't make good secretaries.
mean-
Or
Okay.
or a married woman.
No, you could have a young lady.
Either or, married, whatever
But
the
I'm
case
just saying,
may be.
yeah.
Yeah, let's say you hire another woman, and after a while you start to catch feelings for her. Then what are you gonna do then?
After another woman, no,
Hire a
no, it
robot.
won't happen again. Trust me.
How?
No, sincerely.
So the
No,
time that
sincerely.
it's happened, are you saying that would have been your first time?
No. See,
You
people
don't know. Just
see,
listen,
let me tell you.
Just
people,
run with my scenario.
Just
yeah,
I
No,
I
get that.
understand.
I follow you.
yeah.
Yeah. But what would you do in that scenario?
If I,
You started catching feelings for
I
this
don't want to
person.
answer that question because
Why?
it won't even happen.
How do you know that?
Sincerely,
Did you
it won't,
plan
it
to
won't
catch
happen.
feelings for the secretary?
No, it
No,
won't
you
happen
didn't.
because they don't
Alright.
have the same vibe.
How do you know
They
that?
They don't have the same vibe. Trust me.
Snow.
How?
You're
See,
predicting
the new
future.
babe might even be stronger when it comes to vibe than the old one. Hold on. A while ago.
I
A while ago. A while ago.
I'm the one hiring people.
A while ago.
Do you think I will hire like two
Okay.
people who will give me the same effect twice?
ago.
The same wahala? Is
The
that
same
what
wahala
No,
twice?
how would you know?
I'm the one hiring.
Feelings
What if
grow.
she's really good at the job?
No,
What
no,
would
no.
you do?
Sorry, let me clear this
What
up.
if she
Hold
makes
on,
really
hold
good
on.
There are
coffee?
thousands of people. There are thousands of people out there that you are not actually having anything to do. You can't. I mean, they are actually good.
No,
They are not your
Snowy,
spec, so
hold
they are
on,
actually
hold
good
on,
in their
hold
job.
on.
So
All right,
trust me,
chill.
yeah.
Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Let me clear this up a little
Yes.
bit. Yeah? I'm not talking about you see someone and you're physically attracted, because it's
Yeah.
possible to be attracted to someone who's not your type or who's not generally attracted.
True that,
exactly,
true
after a
that,
while.
true that,
You
yeah.
know, you could just vibe with the person after a while.
Yeah.
So what would you do in that situation? Because you're talking about, no, you know, if I see her and she's not good looking, and
not
if she is
immediate.
good, I'm not gonna
If it's-
hire
The feelings
her
came like 6 months
after
later.
a while. She's not attractive. She's not your type.
Yeah.
I would say, first of all,
Don't gym.
I don't have
Don't go to the gym.
a woman problem. First of all, I don't have a woman problem.
Mm.
See,
Yeah?
that stuff.
Oh,
is-
I didn't.
Yeah,
why,
but
why
yes,
did that?
this
How
is
did
the
that?
general
I don't understand.
Wait, how
No,
did
no,
that
no,
even
no.
come into
It's
the
not
conversation?
personal.
No, you don't
God bless
understand
you.
No, because you guys don't
confused.
understand. She's bringing me back to a question. Where
Oh yeah, answer the questions.
answer the
Answer
question,
the
answer the
questions.
question.
Yeah, answer it.
See,
I don't keep quiet.
now me they hire people for you. So I'm not gonna hire the same people to give me the same
you're
effect
getting it
twice.
wrong.
No,
You're
no.
getting it wrong.
How?
You hire this babe. She's not your type. Nothing,
Yeah.
but
Over
all the
like
wrong.
a year.
She's just
You understand?
the perfect woman, because due to interactions and the likes, you happen to just start catching feelings. What would you now do?
She's so efficient
somebody
at dealing
else?
with you.
Mm-hmm. Takes
I,
care
you
of
know,
you.
no, now.
Listen to me.
You know,
Best
like in
coffee.
office
You guys
wise.
try and try. See, the first I've had one experience.
No, it's not personal
Wait
question.
now,
We're just asking. It's
yeah.
not personal
Is it the
question.
second experience you're asking me about?
The second
Yeah,
experience.
I can't have it twice. That's what I'm telling
Oh
you,
my
people.
goodness.
You're
I
not
can't have
having it
You
twice.
cannot control your emotions. That's what you said.
No.
All right,
I
so
can't have it
so
twice,
guys,
trust me.
we are talking about
It's not
avoiding.
possible.
We are talking about avoiding temptation in the
It's
workplace. Calm down, Snow.
This is your-
We are talking about avoiding temptation in the.
It can't happen twice.
If you spend enough time with that person,
Guys, calm down. We are talking about avoiding temptation in the workplace. Would you encourage your spouse to get rid of any employee they find attractive? You can call us up on 0818-242-6591. 0818-242-6591. Send us a message on WhatsApp on 0818-008-9933. 0818-008-9933. Snozy, calm down. You're not hiring them.
Because for woman matter, nobody be Superman. Trust me.
I like what he
Yes.
just said. I like what he just said.
Okay, we have a call.
Except for Webb, apparently.
Hello.
Spider-Man. He's
Hello?
not Superman, he's Spider-Man.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, good evening. My name is Yemi.
Your name is Edu?
I'm calling from Yemi.
Yemi. Okay. All right. So go ahead.
Yeah. Hi. I've been following your program, and I just wanted to contribute.
Okay, go ahead.
First, I want to talk about where I think this issue generated from.
Yeah.
It was actually it started from the devotional, the redeemed devotional.
Yes.
That was actually where the advice came from. And of course, he must have given the advice in a Christian life,
Mhm.
seeing that he was the son. And then if you look at it from that perspective, from that angle, where the Bible says that you should flee from all appearance of, things. So if the guy thinks that, okay, this is what would cause him to, cost him his family or his spiritual life, it's the only way to get out of it is to, get rid of
Okay.
the obstacle. Then,
All right. So you're in support,
you
yeah?
have to do that. Yes.
Okay. So now let me ask you.
That's the only way.
Take for example that the lady that got fired is your wife. and she's let's say your sister rather, and let's say she's the breadwinner of the family, and she's the one that feeds all of you. Just imagine that that's the case. That the person that got fired is your sister.
The person who has fired her, has done that in good faith.
Okay, so how would you look at that person that fired her? That's my.
Of course, you would feel bad. That's normal.
Okay.
They're not humans. They're not going to be happy and say, "Oh, nice, good job." But again, if you look at it from the other perspective, from the other angle, why the person has done that, then you will consider your thoughts, and you'll be like, okay, this person has probably a good reason. Because we tend to put ourselves, put yourself in the person's shoes as well. It's something that you may actually do. So if he's done that for that reason, to protect his own, eventually if you hear about that, you'll be happy because, you know that your sister hasn't cost somebody's home.
Okay.
Or something.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, cheers.
Yep. All right, so, Snow, you're about to say something, or was it full?
So women are actually going through a lot. Women, and I'm going to say this. See, shout out to all the women that listen to my voice right now. You guys are trying. Thumbs up, because it's not easy. That babe must have struggled years to get that job. Then Baba cannot control himself. The next thing you want to fight. Before you do that, you should secure something else. Not
all right.
Web. Yeah. No, good point. Good point. Yeah. Or give her like I said, 7 months.
Yeah.
Heads off.
Web, before you make yours, I'm sorry. Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Gabriel.
All right. So real quick, talk to us.
Okay. Now let me just explain to you deeply from what, based on the understanding of our Gio.
Okay.
But my own, everybody, you are right to your own opinion. You understand?
Yeah.
But based on my own opinion, this is what I feel. The next question that the daddy should have asked his son is, why are you always looking up to that woman on Monday? Okay. That you look up to that time till you see her. Because the truth of the matter is that something must be wrong in the guy's marriage before you start looking outside to another woman.
Not necessarily. Sometimes it may nothing.
I disagree.
Something may not be wrong. Maybe
the best marriage ever.
Yeah, it could be like that, and it's just that way.
Just like that energy in the
So a marriage can be so rosy, then you still be looking up to another woman outside. It's not possible.
Let's not get it wrong, though. He said he's excited to meet.
He said he's excited to meet.
It could be for a gazillion reasons. Probably they have some
chit-chat
they do.
Do you understand?
It could be for a gazillion reasons. It mustn't be attraction. It mustn't be sexual. Okay?
Yeah.
No, but for the context of what the father said,
I felt sorry.
For the context of what the father said,
was maybe a bit too pushy.
No.
Don't you think
he knows his son?
Don't you think the father was harsh?
It's too harsh.
It's too harsh.
That's the truth.
All right.
Because the truth of the matter is that in life, women are always on their own before any man will go and meet them.
All right.
It is always the man that leads you.
Okay.
Whatever is going to happen. Man that always leads this first.
All
so
right.
I think that's just what we should have been corrected at.
Okay.
What is your own mind before looking at another man's man? That's just a solution to my own understanding.
All right. Thank you so much.
Pastor.
Yeah. So, Snow. Or Web. Yeah, Web. Rather, no, Web. You can't.
Okay, this is it. Yeah, I'll say this. When you're in a position of a boss, you have to consider so many things. Yeah, you have a lot of people. You're exposed to a lot of people coming to you.
Yeah.
So many staff. You get me? And don't get me wrong. You have one way. These people. There might be someone in your office that sometimes when you get into the office, the way she greets. the way she communicates sometimes, and she's like this jovial type, and all of a sudden you're like, Chichi. All of a sudden again she pops out, you're like, Chichi.
Are you with me?
Amaka.
Amaka. No, deep down inside you know.
Yetunde.
Do you understand? Other people, if you tell other guys, they'll be like, guy, control yourself now. And you know yourself. You just need one to tell one person that will tell you.
Okay,
right.
Fine. Hold up. Are you saying you're promiscuous yourself?
Please.
What do you say?
Are you saying you yourself you're promiscuous?
So was
ladies.
Say this, smile.
But he just said he doesn't have a man right now.
That's what I'm saying. This is not about you going up and down. No. We are talking about
what you've been saying so far. It's like whenever you find yourself in such a situation, you can't help it. You just have to give in. That's what you've been saying so far.
No.
Yeah, that's.
I'm trying to avoid.
We have not said anything about resistance. Like, try to resist it first. Then when you.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to avoid it. It might be in a hard way.
Shade has something to tell. She's not looking at you like.
Don't tell me.
Shade is looking at you like, man.
I don't have any way to avoid it. I just on my own way. I'll just avoid it in my own way. Sack the babe.
Okay. So if you sack her and you bring a new person, and the person is now sexy, like you said, you are the one hiring.
Oh,
so who would you hire? Who do you want to hire? I am Matanga. Who do you want to hire?
No.
Who do you want to hire?
No, but I will be more careful.
Careful in what sense?
You
can't be too.
Question. You hire the new person, on the long run.
Yeah.
You caught the same feeling. What will you do?
It won't happen again.
How can you tell? That's the question. You said you will fire
again.
Snozy, it is happening now. What will you do? It is happening.
What would you do?
I'll take the same step.
The same fire.
Firing too. Then you are the problem.
Then you're the problem.
That's the problem.
Sevin, I waited on 1 year.
Yes, you're the problem. You're the problem.
Okay, so we'll come back to that problem in a bit. All right.
Lagos's Hot FM.
So Hot FM 93.3. They hang out with me, the man CJ, and for Snozy, Webb, Shade, and Scott. Okay, so we're talking about avoiding temptation in the workplace. Would you encourage your spouse to get rid of any employee they find attractive? But before I pick any calls, let me play a couple of voice notes that we have received so far.
Hi guys, good evening. My name is Rachel. I've been listening to the discussion. I just want to ask a question though. So what if the business is not yours? What if you are just an employee? Like you are your fellow worker in the company? So would you resign because you find the lady attractive? Or as a spouse, would you advise your partner to resign because he finds a lady attractive in his office?
Okay, well, I think someone answered that well. They would either resign and just to save the marriage. Then we have a message too. This one said, let me correct that it's not necessarily Pastor Adeboye's biological son. Pastor Adeboye has a lot of spiritual sons. Just wanted you to know that. He didn't say that.
It is biological.
All right. So I think you should stick to the topic of avoiding temptation in the workplace. Asking the question if you will tell your spouse to fire someone he or she is attracted to is a weird question. Of course, he or she must be fired. I'm wondering what kind of question you are asking. Well, we're giving you different scenarios just in case. Then, so basically, if you want to call up, still call in the number 0818-242-6591. 0818-242-6591. So, Snow, drop it like it's hot. You seem to be the hottest person here. You are. Okay, so Webb.
Because you guys are already, full, according to full. Your wife go here, your wife go here. No. Dude, I'm trying. I know you're joking, but I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to be safe here. You get me? So, I mean, if I'm the boss, if I find myself in that situation, I mean, like, I can even call my wife to if I fire, because I have to get rid of that girl first of all. Then the next thing, I'll put my wife
to work there.
Yeah, no, calm down. No.
Your wife is the MD at Chevron.
Wait, calm down. She will oversee it now. She can oversee the stuff now. No, understand. Now, so now.
But I think that's unprofessional. Because first of all, like if you cannot see, that means you are not fit to be a boss.
Simple.
You get?
You just said it.
You're not fit to be a boss because if you cannot control yourself,
every decision, you're in some offices, every decision they make sometimes. Trust me,
it happens in the bedroom.
Yeah,
I know, of course.
And now women, they make the decision.
See,
trust
that
me.
one happens. See, it happens in every marriage. But I'm just saying, if
you're not fit to be the boss.
No, but for real, if you cannot control yourself, like because definitely you have a lot of people. You have a lot of people under you.
But this is not about control. This is
I would have to agree. It is about
control, man.
So look, when you feel like you're losing control. So I was given an example. I finally found out what the actor's name was. Philip Seymour Hoffman, right? Okay. Philip Seymour Hoffman had been an addict for like the early parts of his, acting career. And he stopped doing any drugs for like 25 years. One day he was at a party and was just like, let me just hit that thing up again. And the guy went on like a 1 or 2 week binge and died.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's 2 weeks, but it was a binge and then he died, right? After not touching anything for 25 years. So basically what I'm saying is that if he just walked away from that thing, that wouldn't happen.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So if you do have a problem, yes, you might have a problem, but then naturally, maybe you can't control it, right? Which is why when I had the argument with my ex, and she was telling me if you're in a room and you see a super hot girl or a girl that you're immensely attracted to, she doesn't have to be a
Like
super hot girl. No. Not like that one. But let me explain.
That's the reason why I'm saying that. It's very big.
No, but
we
let
can
me
all say control. You don't want to stand 1 minute.
Part of the
to
control is getting yourself out of that situation.
To absorb that situation. Trust me. Because it might get you messed up at the end of the day, and you end up doing what you're not meant to do.
Okay, so I have a principle, that I've been using for a long time. I cannot do people that are around me. Let's say I find myself in an organization,
and because that means
people, I can't have anything to do with
why
those people. It is what I have been.
True.
Like that's that.
Mm-hmm. That's a discipline for you.
Myself for
yeah.
When I was in university,
Okay.
I didn't mess with people around my compound. It's wrong.
True.
Every compound I found myself, I cannot mess with people around my vicinity.
Same here too. Like it's just.
So, it's going to help me.
A mentality
so when
thing.
I start having staffs, and I will not do that. It's wrong. No matter how
Like,
hot you are, I try to walk away from
all the places I've worked, like once you're my colleague, I can't see you. I can't be attracted to you. Even if I like you, even if I want to date you, I would wait till I'm just saying that.
Talking about a situation. Who told you that might even be that guy's
weak point.
Yeah, not weak point. That might just even be his own. The guy might just even be like you as well. He might be thinking like you as well, but that situation just occur. So how do you get out of that situation? How do you?
But see, guys, you guys are getting something wrong. The situation didn't just occur. He's excited every Monday.
Organa, one day start now.
It now became like a continuous thing.
Yeah.
It's not like it happened once. He said he cannot look forward to every Monday because to see secretary.
Are we trying to say for every bosses that are used to probably a particular staff in their office, maybe their vibe or something, they should get them fired?
I mean, come on.
To see them every Monday.
And imagine that's the best hands you have. That's the best hands in the country.
There's always the best person.
Yes.
In an office.
So I think it boils down to self-control too. Like,
down to self-control.
Trust me, because there are lots of hot girls in the world. You can't tell me that you don't want to work with hot girls.
And you cannot tell me it's every boss that's got to
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
So let's leave this. Like,
but again, it's not just about you're saying hot girls. Not just about all hot girls. It's the vibe you're getting from the person,
the
right?
vibe, yeah.
There's the vibe you're getting from the person, and like what you're basically like this, because Hugh Hefner only dated a few of his play girls.
Yeah.
Are you saying that Hugh should never have dated any of those girls? I'm asking you.
Okay.
From your logic.
Well, I don't know.
But he did.
That's his. That's
no. You say that's his.
They're not his secretaries. They're models.
They're basically he's working with them.
Yeah. Well,
he was working with them.
Is it Playboy?
They were his employees. Playboy Mansion. Yeah.
The company alone. Playboy.
No,
I'm just saying.
Playboy Mansion. Right? No. So he didn't hook up with every playmate. But he hooked up with certain ones. I mean, look at it, right?
Yeah.
Those ones left.
And probably those ones came on to him though.
What?
Okay, so
I mean,
Shade,
is it only?
Look at this guy.
Is it only? No, but it could be a two-way thing. But is it only?
No.
You understand? Maybe they didn't really fancy him, and they're like, "Oh, this old guy." But if I want to, advance my career, maybe I should just rub his head. And
okay, so Shade, for you,
show him boobs or something.
For you, you said you tell your husband to fire the girl. Now, what if he doesn't change? You said you talk to him about it.
Yeah, not if he doesn't change. I'll tell him to fire the girl.
Okay.
And we need to sit down and have a conversation.
Then after the sit-down conversation, and he tells you, okay, this is what happened or why it happened, and it doesn't change, what would be your next action?
If he doesn't change.
Like if it's something that keeps happening or it happens again.
Yeah.
Then,
I'm out, innit? I'm gone.
You're out, innit?
See you later.
I'm
gone.
Just because of speculation.
Not like he's cheating.
What if it happens again and again? It's
that's a problem.
But
that's
okay,
a problem.
Not like he cheated on you. Maybe like not like they had sex. It's just attraction.
Continuous attractions.
Yeah, but not like hands off.
I feel like him even going ahead to have a conversation about it with you means he's not going to take a step further with it.
Even though it's recurring.
Yeah.
No, but he doesn't act on those emotions.
What
if he doesn't act on those
stop
emotions?
me. I don't want to do this anymore.
Let's come back down to planet Earth, guys.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right.
It's reoccurring.
What's
and you're
reoccurring?
telling me these attractions to these women. And he's going to come and tell me every time, Oh, I got attracted to this girl. Oh, I got.
Yeah, like you guys are in bed and he's like, yo, so they're
Okay, yeah. All right.
Let's come back from planet Mars. Let's come back to planet Earth.
So let me. We've got like 1 minute
So
left.
let's wrap up now for you. So how do you avoid such temptations in the office? Like, what would be your maybe top 3 tips or 2 tips? I don't know how many tips you guys have. Just tell me, like, for you, how do you think you can avoid this, temptation in the office? For you, go with Webb first.
Basically, just keep it professional. You see her in the morning, you're like, hi, hello, good morning. Great stuff that day. And that's it. Goodbye.
Just like that.
Yeah.
What great stuff?
Let her just wear that sexy outfit.
Great stuff with the report.
You just break down.
You know what I'm talking about? The work-related stuff,
Yeah, of
basically.
course,
Just keep it professional and that's it.
Yeah.
All right, Snozy.
Anyway, me, I won't give in. Trust me, I won't give in. But I won't hate the girl. Trust me. We'll keep the vibe rolling. I'll talk to her the normal way. Then, but I won't give in. Trust me, because I love my wife. Yeah.
But you're not married yet. But just when that time
I'm not
comes.
married yet. I'm just saying.
All right. So you won't fire the person, or you
No,
fire?
I won't.
Okay. You don't change your
No,
mind.
no, she's. You're talking.
Okay, I'm just joking. I'm playing with you.
Saying if that, it's not telling me that question as a boss. The question came as a colleague in the office. Do you understand? Yeah, boss. Since you don't go, since I know they waste time. Since
all right, so
don't go.
About me.
Yeah.
Okay, so
avoiding.
Please just remember there were work ethics they briefed you on before you got the job.
Yeah.
Just stick by it. And I believe relationship was out of it, or attraction or whatnot. Because it's something that takes time. It didn't just happen overnight. You didn't just start liking the girl. Was a long run, you get me? So once you see it from the onset, try to cut it off. And please, if you have to fire somebody because you're trying to save your congenuism, get them another job.
Yeah, get them another job. Well said. All right, so Shadi.
I think the guy should speak to his wife. Maybe there is something that this girl is doing, or maybe there's something about her that his wife isn't. So I feel like in order to help himself, he should speak to his wife and see if there is, something, maybe the
way she walks, the way she talks,
something like that.
Then he wants to go to modeling school.
Because the most important thing is for him to help himself. So that would be my advice. And just like you said, if he has to fire her, he needs to get her another job.
Okay, then for you now, tips to avoid, give me 2 tips to avoid temptation at the office or workplace in general.
Find out what your thing is, because every guy has a thing.
The thing
to your wife and see if she can give you that thing.
The thing
every
between
guy has some sort of thing.
Employ only guests.
It's not an accounting firm, bro. It's an accounting firm, bro.
Accountants will come for you now. When our money go miss. Accountants are actually fine.
Not really.
No. Well, in our own office, I mean,
the accountants are.
We know.
All right, so yeah.
Right. Look, if you find yourself in that situation, control yourself.
Yep.
If you feel like you're gonna slip up, it's up to you to make the best decision to save your marriage and yourself. I can't tell you what that best decision is. Just definitely don't do something extreme. But and then if you do have to fire the person, yes, compensate them for God's sakes, because the streets are hard. No, I mean, compensate. Yeah, like you can either get another job for them. Listen, you can either get them another job.
It's just a hard decision.
No. You can either get them. You can either get guys come. You can either get them another job, or you can financially compensate.
10 million, 20 million.
Well, I don't not that far. It's not a settlement. It's not a settlement.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Reality check. Dude, you won't even you won't even get to that think of getting another job. All you are trying to save is just save yourself first of all.
All right. So that wraps it up on the show today on the Hangout. I know, we have a lot to say today. Avoiding temptation in the office, in the workplace for me. Well, first of all, control yourself. I mean, it's tough out there, but yes, I mean, you shouldn't be the reason why another person should lose their job because of you cannot control yourself. So you need to actually work on yourself. And yes, avoid dating colleagues if it's possible. Avoid looking at your employees if you are in a place of, power to hire people. Be the boss. Be professional. All right. So yes, control yourself. It's self-control for me. All right. So that's it on the Hangout today. Join us next week. We do this every Friday by 8 p.m. And me and the boys and the men, we're no boys anymore, last. Me and the men, we just come here, chill, and talk about stuff that affect us, as guys, and ladies, of course, they join us. So we'll do this every Friday by 8 p.m. And back to the music. Lucky from Sarkodie featuring Rude Boy. Don't be lucky with another person's daughter. All right? Be good.
Lagos is Hot FM.